Hi, my name is Joe Dopirak. I'm 30 years old and I work in corporate sales operations. I've been diagnosed with hyperhidrosis since I was 20, so that's been 10 years that I've been dealing with this really embarrassing and unusual problem. I'm sure many of you that are watching this have gone through that. The first thing that's terrifying is that you have no idea what it is and you think you're the only person that even has this really odd problem where you're just sweating uncontrollably under your arms. I went through a really long time trying a lot of different products, just switching deodorants. I moved on to over-the-counter aluminum, I think it's aluminum chloride. I got onto prescription aluminum chloride. I had a dermatologist suggest a blood pressure pill prescription, which, sorry doc, I never took because I'm 30 and I don't want to mess with my heart right now. So I even tried a product called Kleinert. I'm not sure if you can have that name in a client testimonial. I'll pull it over here in a second. But this is a look at that shirt. It's big, it's bulky, it's made with cheap material. I used to work in screen printing, and I know that this is pretty much a Hanes Beefy tee, which is one of the older standards of screen printing, and more importantly, it's just a big bulky shirt that shrinks up. And the underarm pads here, I've sweat through them in a half an hour. I went to a casino once and pretty much had to wear my jacket the rest of the time. And if any of you have hyperhidrosis, blackjack is not exactly the best way to prevent underarm sweating. So I'm here to advocate the Thompson tee. I really ran out of options, and I wanted to look just one more time before I went back to my dermatologist to ask if I really had to take a blood pressure pill, or if I was even thinking about starting to make my own with maxi pads. So that's about the level of desperation that I was at, especially since I'm in and around sales. I love being customer facing. I love customers. I love going out. I'm very social. And I couldn't even go out with my friends and be the slightest bit nervous, well, without just pouring all the time. And so many times I was embarrassed. I remember there's this one situation. I had this big suit coat that I was wearing, and I told my friends about this problem. They didn't believe me. And I was like, no, really, do you want to see it? And I pulled it up. And the look of absolute shock it took me aback because I just didn't know how to react to it. And they're like, oh my God, dude, what is wrong with you? I'm like, I don't have a second head, but this makes me feel like I do. So I started just wearing black all the time, and sweaters, which helped me got away with it for the most part in the winter and in the fall, but it gets pretty odd when you're wearing it. It's about 65 degrees out and you're sweating on the way in the door. So to start this off, I'm going to show you, I wore this special shirt to work today, specifically for this reason, is I'm going to show you exactly what it looks like whenever I get home from work. And then I'm going to try and edit another movie in and show you what it's like probably tomorrow or another day this week on what it's like with the Thompson tee. But this is without, and I can't believe I'm sharing this with everyone, but enjoy. So yeah, that's a mild day. It was kind of stressful. Actually had a good day, and that's how bad it is. So I will come back as soon as I have another day with the Thompson tee, and you can all see the kind of difference that it makes for me, and hopefully it makes the same difference for you. Hi, this is Joe again, advocating the Thompson tee. I made a promise that I would go through a normal day of work with you with the Thompson tee on after I've already shown you how the sweating looks. Today I wore one of the black ones in the ring spun cotton. It's super comfortable, and right above it I wore the same actual brand of shirt that I wore last time that showed so much, and these are the two shirts that I own that show it the most. So if you'd like to go ahead and take a look, this is the result, and that is a big 0 for moisture. That is dry as a bone, which is incredible. And I've never had something that soaks up sweat like this, that doesn't show underneath. It's so comfortable. This is the black ring spun cotton one. It's great for when I'm wearing darker clothes. It fits me really well. It's a little bit slim fit. It tightens to your body so that it doesn't look like the shirt's bulking out. And I really just can't thank you guys enough. I really can't, because I've never been able to walk around with this shirt by itself, and I could have not even worn a sweater today and would have been fine. So one of the other ones I like to talk about is the bamboo one, which is this white one, which is super fit and also has the same sewn-in garments. You can wear it. No one really notices it's even there. Doesn't have that floppy feeling, and the best thing again is it doesn't come through. So don't know what else to say except this is an embarrassing problem that right now just seems to be solved. I've even given these things 4 or 5 washes already. Hasn't let up a bit. I'm going to be in Atlantic City this weekend, back at the blackjack table, and I'm going to have no fear of going out thanks to the Thompson tea. All right, guys. Thank you again so much. Hopefully some of you find this useful and don't have to wear black all the time. Don't have to put maxi pads under your shirts. And just go about as confident as usual. And don't worry about dates. Don't worry about interviews. Don't worry about anything. Just put on the Thompson tee